Hello, students. So today we are going to learn how to go through the Gizmo. I apologize for not uploading this video beforehand, but if you click on your classwork tab in Google Classroom here, you can find the Star Monday Gizmo Lab number 1. And if you view the assignment, then the lab is in there with your name attached to it. My view is a little different. So we are going to click on both the link to the gizmo, all right, and then we are going to open the actual lab. All right, so as you can see, both of them are opening up right now. This is a form that you should be able to edit. I'm going to make a copy of it just because I don't want to change the original form here, and that's what we're going to be working with today. So a strategy is whenever you are working with a different website and then you have to type into a Google form, you're going to want to move the browser side by side. So watch here as I take my mouse and I'm dragging it outside of the other browser. Once that happens, I'm going to have to resize some things so that each worksheet can kind of be side by side. It's like having my paper next to, the computer. And it's going to take time to get used to it. I'm telling you, even some teachers aren't used to this. And so this is going to make life so much easier for you. I guarantee it. So if you look at the Gizmo site right here, it says 5-minute preview, and we want to be able to log in. So if you click on the person up on the upper right, you all created your logins. And if you forgot your username and password, please send me an email. So I'm going to log in as myself. And then you should be able to click on the effect of environment on new life form and then click on the picture and it should launch this gizmo. If it doesn't show, please let me know. So reading the instructions right here, it says to follow the instructions to go through the simulation. So a simulation is like a pretend environment. Since we're not in class together, we don't have real aliens to work with. If you change some numbers around, we can see what the computer simulation will do for us. So the new life form can have 3 shapes. We're in number 1 right now. Thin, medium, and thick. How many of each shape are there now? So now I'm going to look at my gizmo status here on the right hand side, and I can see that there are 74 thin, 19 medium, and 7 thick aliens. So those are the fat ones over here. As you can see, these are the aliens hanging out. So I'm just going to type in the box right here, and I can type in 74. And you can copy me right now since we're doing this together. And then 7 thick aliens. All right, so now we have the number of aliens. If we were writing this on paper, it'd be easier. You would just write it in with your pencil. Then it tells us for number 2 to click play and then see if the numbers change. So if I click play, look at my numbers over here. Are they changing? It's still 74, 19, and 7. So the answer to that is actually no. Oops. Okay, you don't want to highlight. That's going to mess up your stuff. Okay. Number 3, click reset. A variable is something that can be changed. And we learned about that in class on Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to click reset over here. Okay. And look at the simulation pane. This is a simulation pane right here. Okay, what are the three variables that you can change? On the right-hand side, these are how we measure the variables. This is called the units. So for example, how do I measure my height? My height is a variable, and the unit of height in America here is in feet or inches. Around the world, we use the metric system. So I might be like 1.2 meters or 5'3". So then you're going to type. So these are the variables. So these are the things you can change. So watch what happens if I move this. That means I can change the amount of light. So that means light is a variable. So I'm going to type that out. Go ahead on your own, type out the variables for number 2 and number 3. How is the temperature measured? Let's take a look at number 4. Light, see here, light on this side over here in the gizmo is measured in hours per day, right here. Water is measured in drops per hour, and temperature, unlike here in America, is measured in degrees Celsius. So then you can highlight the answer. So if you want to highlight the answer here, you go ahead and scroll your mouse over the answer, which is B, and then you click on the button on the upper right hand side that looks like a highlighter, and then you want to click yellow. So that tells me, Miss Lay, I selected B as the answer. Next up, it's going to tell you to take a screenshot. When you take a screenshot, you use the video icon. And up here, okay, it says watch this YouTube video to learn, but I'm going to show it to you right now. So it's very easy. You see this picture icon right here? There is a camera icon here, and there's a camera icon here. So that means it'll take a picture of what's inside that box for you. That's called a screenshot. So this is the environment, all the aliens under the dome. So I'm going to click the camera button, and it's processing. That means it's taking its time. Sometimes, depending on internet, it might take longer or shorter. If it takes too long, just exit out and then do it again. I'm then going to right click on my mouse, and then I'm going to click copy image. So right click on your mouse and then click copy image. So this mouse right here, I'm right clicking and then I'm going to click copy image. To paste, all I need to do is type into the box, and then you can right click and then click paste. Voila, I have my picture of aliens. If you want to resize your picture, you can grab one corner and you can make it, smaller if you prefer. It is up to you. All right. Now I think that you are ready to continue on your own with the gizmo, with activity A, and then making sure that you answer all the questions for the warm up. Okay? And so for activity A, you want to follow the instructions, all right, so that you're going to be in the bar chart next. If you click on the other title that says graph, you can take a picture of the graph and you can see a graph of the aliens. All right, so in the challenge screenshot, you're going to try to make this green bar right over here be as tall as possible, be taller than all the other aliens. How are you going to do that? Well, you're going to see, is it the light, the water, or the temperature that changes the size of the aliens? That's for you to play around with. So enjoy, have a good time, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good night.